So they were going 40 people inside the supermarket masked, They were going inside the supermarket that was nearby this farmer market, and there were so many thousands of people outside, from the supermarket. They were going inside and they were saying to the people that they take the money, they would say, stay there, close the machine, the cashier, close the cashier. It will not be any trouble. You will not have any problem. Nobody will harm you. We will take the things that the people they need. We will distribute for free the things to the people. And in 5 minutes, in 3 minutes, we will be away. Don't be panic. They were going inside, and each person taking the trolley, not this that you move, the other in the hand because it's easier to carry the basket. And in this way, what they were doing, they were choosing only the things that they are very much in need, the people, like oil, rice, some things that it is specified in the basic needs of the people. To do not seem like that they went there inside to take fancy, wincy, luxury things, whatever bullshit. The things that the people they are in basic need. And they were running outside of the supermarket, salute the cashiers, very good comrades. The cashiers, they were laughing, ho, 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 very nice. They were running outside and they were distributing to the people. They were saying, people, here is the free food. And the people, they were coming to take the free food.
Especially the old
people. The old people, they were coming, and they were like full musketeers, black people, distributing the things to the people. And the people, they were saying, good, 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 thank you, And after, the television were going, and the police, they were going to these farming markets, and they were saying, what is your opinion about people that they come and they steal the supermarkets,
If someone does something bad to these kids, they will have to do with me. No one has touched these kids.
These kids, very good people.
Exactly.
They helped us very good. No problem. Neither harm anybody. Very nice people. And
exactly.
All the society freak out. Okay, the conservative newspaper freak out completely. Okay, they had to, of course, to say this story. I mean, it's a big story. Okay, and this happened again and again and again. And it was one of the ways that it was a different economy, because when December came, this was January. Okay, everybody do whatever. And everything. Other economy, yes.
Really quick, I want to add to this also that in Hamburg and in Barcelona, which don't have these farmers markets out in the open, and they also don't have that culture that's that supportive of illegal acts like this. This tactic was also used, and 30 people going in, being fast, being disciplined, were able to get away with the same thing in circumstances much more similar to what we have in the States. The difference is that in Barcelona, for example, they had to have a team that was specifically there to control the security guards, to allow this to go off without a hitch. But it was also possible in other completely different circumstances.
Yes. And another thing, speaking about the economy, okay? You want to say something?
The only thing that's a little different in my opinion, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But here we're surveillance 100% all the time.
Yeah, they have the cameras a lot in Barcelona.
Full cameras there.
No, they've got full cameras.
Full cameras, so everywhere.
Yeah. Masked up.
You must good from the beginning, and it's ninja practice. Like you go very fast, very tack with the moments. Everybody counting the moments. It's very. And just to say one thing, okay, about other economy, okay, also. Other economy also in a way, these are relations. I mean, in a way, it is all these social centers.
Before we start this, this is important. Of course, this action maybe will not happen here, of course. But just we tell them as to multiply our imagination, not something to do it here. Of course, just the most one reason that we tell it is to. The most important is to understand how the society accept this action. This is the most important, I think.
In Barcelona, when it happened, it wasn't so obviously. People were like, "Yes, very, very good," but the food still somehow disappeared. So evidently people didn't have a problem with it.
So anyway, the other thing that I would have to say about the economy is that like the other economy is also our relations. Okay, I mean when we help each other, it is another economy. When we gather in houses and we share food, it is another economy. The sharing, any kind of sharing, it is another economy. Also, like it's very important to understand in Greece that in all the different countryside towns or cities, it is very important the public space. I mean to produce meeting places in areas that they are not commercial, like that you don't have to buy something to be there. The people, they gather outside in the streets, in the parks. They gather in crossroads, specific crossroads that you know that they are these places that are the place of the anarchists, you know. So in this way they achieve also visibility to their neighborhoods or to their towns. I mean, if you go in a town that you've never been again before in Greece, and you ask, you know, what is the cafe meal that the anarchists and the communists they go? They go and say, this cafe meal. There. Where are the anarchists? There. These are the anarchists. Because, you know, all these that we said for the communiques, and for the posters, and for the counter-information, and for the events, the cultural events, counter-cultural events, the free festival, the concerts, it is that the people, I mean, all these posters, all these flyers, it has to exist a face behind the flyer. It is the visibility. I mean, during the action or during the riot, during the demonstration, the people, they are masked, of course, but before and after, the people, they have a face. That's why, I mean, for many years, the media, they were calling the Greek anarchists the known unknowns. The known unknown means that everybody knows who they are, but we don't know who they are. Everybody knows them, but you don't know them. Because it is difficult, I mean, to catch in a moment. And also like to speak about the guerrilla that you asked, okay? That because in this,
I want to say one more thing about Vietnam. Also, after December, one of the major things that a lot of anarchist groups turned to was, because before December they really didn't have so much infrastructure beyond these traditions and these practices, but not so much in the way of actual physical infrastructure. So after December, a lot of anarchist groups turned their attention to this new power that they had to build more of that. Part of that was making more social centers. This one group of insurrected medical workers created a social center in which they're trying to make a health center where people can get free health care. So kind of like, you know, more sophisticated projects like that, and then also like parks and gardens, things of that nature. However, they also tend to be doing it cautiously because they very much want to avoid the trap that happened in Italy with the legalization and the recuperation and the taming of these turning autonomous spaces into simple alternatives, and also the trap of Barcelona, which was to bring the movement off the streets and to put it within closed structures, to lose its visibility, to become closed off.
Yeah, but also like all the free workshops that are happening, they're taking place in the social centers and the squads, and because in some area maybe you cannot make squads, you know, because maybe you know that the police or the local area attitude is gonna close the squad. So in some areas they make rent a building and they make it a social center, okay? But also like because it is much cheaper there, whatever you buy, if you buy something, it is much cheaper, and there are many things for free. And all the knowledge is the skills that we know, we share, you know. So in this way, it is in a way another economy. But when we attack to burn down. I mean, when we are bank, we don't attack it because we have another vision to put in their place, you know. It is because we don't have a specific ideology to enforce to the people. We don't talk to the government to take the role as something, you know. Reason it is, it don't say the society side they're gonna work, you know. Yeah, we might have some success. We hope our projects are going to be a down for the people, to be a down. But we say, in the other part, or we should buy a bit of it. I mean, at least now, Greek is so many also you know, there is, I mean, we can say like a clarification, how to say, like, okay, a specification. I mean, according to the insurrectionary anarchist Greek log, but anyway, it is completely fragmented. Many people, they believe completely different things from each other. It does not exist in one specific solution for everything. You know, everybody believes different things, and that's why the police cannot infiltrate us, because it is somewhere fragmented in small groups. That how to infiltrate. I mean, you make company only with the friends that you trust 100%. You know them many years ago, and you trust each other. Okay, so there is a specification. This that we call guerrilla attack, it is happening in the darkness. It has to be secret. It has to be 100% trust. It has to be very protected, very closed, very to do not look like this kind of person, to do not have any visibility, to be unknown, to be secret. It is for these kind of people that they don't like the big crowds, and it is for this kind of periods that you don't have any social movement, that you don't have any visibility in the streets, or you have so much dictatorship or so much totalitarian system that, that the movement is completely weak, that you are in a weakness position. And it needs like safety, it needs special protection. It is like a small flower that you protect to go slowly to the future. Of course, this that we call the insurrectionary political activity in Greece, it is something that is happening in the light. I mean, it's something that it has a face. It goes outside. It is in the streets. It is in the public space. It is face to face. It is communication with the people. It is inviting. It is open. You know.
Inclusive.
It is fully inclusive. It uses the practices that can be adapted by many thousands of people. The practices that they are like easy. You know. It is like something that doesn't need special skills or special knowledges or special character or special all these specializations that the guerrilla attack needs. Of course, this we don't say like to say that the guerrilla it is inferior to the insurrectionary political work. Okay, both of the things they are very welcome and very needed and connected. And of course, they are parallel things, and they can be very nice, complementary one to each other. I mean, they can help each other. These two processes, two political processes. But we have to say that for the insurrectionary logic, the guerrilla in a way has some leftism. That it has some avant-gardism. In a way, it is this special group that this group is going to decide what is going to take place. Because when it is a demonstration, for example, a big demonstration, who's going to decide when this demonstration is going to turn into a riot? The people, they decide by themselves. The initiative. It is the initiative of the masses, the initiative of the people. I mean, it is the common ground. It is like to find common ground to meet all these people. It is a process of invitation. It is invitational for inviting. It is not to send a message. It is not symbolic or not to send a message. It is life itself.